this video is going to be really short, so bear with me. First off, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, the garage is still half empty. There's no other car in here. We still got the Jeep back there. The Evo 10 is still chilling here with no motor in it. And at this moment, I need some advice. I need your opinion, so let me know. So first, quick update on the Evo 8. He has already started to tear into it. He went ahead and did a leak down test and a compression test on the motor. Turns out that cylinder number 3 had low compression due to the head gasket being blown. So that's an issue. He pretty much sent me a quote on what it would be for a full engine build, basically. And I don't know that I want him to do it right this moment. I'm leaning more towards him just replacing the head gasket, essentially, checking compression. Hopefully those numbers come back up. And at that point, I just send it until I'm ready to do a build on it. He did confirm that it has aftermarket pistons in there, so the motor has been built at some point. But yeah, I didn't know that. It makes sense because when I did run the car before, it did have some white smoke coming out. I didn't think much of it. I assumed that it was from the car sitting for so long, but turns out white smoke was because of the blown head gasket. All these issues with the Evo 8 makes it hard for me not to believe that the person I bought this from either A, lied about the condition of the car, or B, had no idea how rough the car was actually in condition wise before he let it go. But either way, this is where we are as far as the Evo 8 goes. So head gasket has to be replaced. Still have to figure out the whole starting issue, which he's pretty confident that he can get that taken care of. Oh, but he did confirm that the pump that I put in there died, so there's that as well. But that's not a huge issue. Just got to swap out another fuel pump in there, so no big deal as far as that goes. That's basically the sum of the Evo 8. At some point down the road, it'll probably need a full-on rebuild. Maybe I'll buy another like short block or something like that at some point and then just build that off to the side. But don't know. As of right now, don't really know which route to go. So as far as the Evo 10 goes, I actually figured out why the motor wouldn't rotate. So I have the motor over here on the standstill, or the bottom end. And if I take this main cap off, oh wait, let me make sure all these are loose. If I take this main cap off, you can see that this is the trigger wheel. So this is what the crank sensor reads off of to let the ECU know the position of the crank, essentially. But these bolts that hold the trigger wheel onto the crank backed out. Clearly they were torqued to spec, or I believe they were, because that's what that little marking says. But yeah, that's those bolts, or these screws sticking out, prevented the motor from rotating, essentially. So yeah, that's where we're at as far as that goes. So really, the motor is pretty good. It should be able to be reassembled. And I talked to Elijah about it. I let him know basically the condition of the motor, or what I found, and his recommendation, he says if it was him, he would just basically check the bearings out. If the bearings are good, he would slap it back together and throw it in. For a while I was considering sending the block out, or a block out if this one wasn't any good, and getting it, I don't know, it's like half sleeved or something like that, so that way the motor could withstand a bit more power. But because I know now that this can still be probably reassembled and then just thrown back together, I'm leaning more towards just doing that. But in addition to that, I'm still gonna build the head, so probably GSC cams, valves, springs, retainers, and whatnot. Well, actually it already has GSC valves in there, but titanium springs and retainers will definitely go in there. I haven't checked all the bearing surfaces, but I checked a couple, and like I run my nail across it. It doesn't really seem too badly worn, or there's no crazy markings on there, so I don't know, I may actually just get new bearings, or I may just, since it's already apart, I may just get new bearings, or I may just throw it back together, clean it up really well, and then throw it back together and replace whatever parts I need to, like the head gasket and head bolts or head studs, so on and so forth. So get the 8 on the road, because it's pretty close. It's like pretty much right there, or spend the majority of my time focusing on the Evo 10 and getting this on the road. So just a quick video. Yep, let me know what you guys think I should do, which route I should go. Thank you for checking this out. Hopefully this made sense, because sometimes I just talk randomly. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys checking this out, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week with another update.